Turn now to one community in Ohio, which is now the center of a growing national debate about civil rights, hate speech, and the Second Amendment. NBC News correspondent and NBC News Now daily anchor Morgan Radford visited the town of Lincoln Heights, where residents have formed an armed community defense group in the wake of a neo-Nazi rally. Morgan joins us now. You were there just on Tuesday. What did the residents tell you about what's going on?
Yeah, I was there just this week. John, it was fascinating because what's interesting is that this town was founded during the Great Migration back in the 20s as a refuge for black citizens, which is why it was especially painful when neo-Nazis suddenly appeared in this 3,000-person majority black town. But they decided to fight back, taking up arms and patrolling their own streets. Now they're at the center of a much larger debate about protection and free speech and who gets it.
These aren't police officers or soldiers.
They're business owners, their fathers, their sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved." But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family for what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down.
We contacted the mayor of Evendale's office, and they say that prosecutors are looking at body camera footage of the neo-Nazi rally to see if any criminal charges could be filed. But meantime, the Hamilton County Sheriff is also calling on state lawmakers to pass legislation making it a crime to wear a mask with the purpose of intimidation while open carrying, guys.
So, Morgan, let me ask you, one of the people you interviewed there, a young man, said he's never felt safer in his community than he does now. So this could have an impact nationwide, things like this. I mean, there is a contagion factor in safety. People always seek it. What did the mayor or anybody that you spoke to think about the contagion factor?
Durrance, I don't want to speak for him, but after my conversation with him, I feel like I could confidently say he would say the contagion factor has already happened. Because when I asked, is this a reaction to a local moment or a national movement? And he said, look at January 6th. He said, you already have people felt emboldened to come here locally because of what they saw nationally. If you can hang from the building of the hallowed halls of the Capitol and then be pardoned, not be prosecuted, why don't you think you can come to a small village of African Americans, only 3,000 people?
Morgan, does the group have any real authority? But as long as they stay within the confines of the law, they should be okay.
It's a great question. You know, I asked that? Basically, are you stopping cars when they come in because you think someone looks suspicious? Is that, profiling in its own sort of way? And they said, no. We are patently aware of what our rights are and what our limitations are. They said, we're not officers. What we do is we are trying to cooperate with the police department. So if we see suspicious activity, because remember the KKK came back with flyers just after this rally. So they're saying this is more of a defensive posture to deter people from entering our community and showing them, by virtue of our masks, by virtue of our guns, that you can't come here and we're not going to take this punch lying down.
All right, important story, fascinating. NBC News correspondent and NBC News Now daily anchor Morgan Radford. Morgan, thank you. Good to see you.
Slakia, hello. Okay. Slakia, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this long captivity. This is Brother Kawa coming at you with another lesson. First things first, I want to get, you saw this video, and this was what inspired me to do today's lesson. And there were just so many things about it that it's very, very important to take note of. And as a matter of fact, I also want to get another while I remember. Oh, well, Slakia, basically, I forgot the wording of it, but I'm gonna paraphrase it roughly. But basically, there's the Lord is going to basically put a spirit of judgment, all right, on our oppressors. Oh, okay, let me get this one instead. Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, to disappoint him and cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And this is the first thing, which is Esau is the Lord's sword. Now, with that, I will say this woman, the person who had to go talk to everyone and do her due diligence, I think she did a very, based off what we know from this 5-6 minute video or news article, whatever, I have to say that it seems like she did a very good job at properly representing and showcasing their views. All right, because I don't feel like there was ever anything that was ever dishonest or it tried to paint them to in a bad light. It kind of seemed, for the most part, very, very honest, as well as trying to get the other side, which I genuinely respect, because I don't know, I guess it's just been a while. I just feel like normally when I see news articles, it's always like when it comes to like extremist sides like this, it's never really good, or it's never really ends out good for the Jakes. All right, but with that being said, continuing on to the main thing, to the main stuff which this brother actually spoke on this as well. It's very funny how they said that they don't have a problem. They didn't have a problem with anything that the Edomites were doing. But as soon as Jake does the exact same thing, then now, okay, let's put some legislation in order. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're going to investigate it. They always say that they're trying to quote unquote deter what's the word? Deter law, deter conflict, but in actuality, their real goal is to deter Jake from fighting back, from defending himself. And this is the thing. I've made a lesson on this a long time ago, where I spoke about how anytime someone tries to defend themselves when someone is attacking them, then that's when we are being turned into monsters. We're turned into the aggressors. Even when we say we're fighting back, we're attacking back, where someone had bothered us, so then this is the retaliation. Even when we show, and it's abundantly obvious that it's retaliation, it literally doesn't matter. And even in a school, all right, I remember this one time. What's it called? I had gotten into a fight, and of course it's just like this whole Babylonian minded soft feminine women, or with these women, all right, telling me you shouldn't be fighting back, all this stuff like that. It's like if someone is hitting me, someone's attacking me, you just expect me to just not say or do anything. They just expect you to just take it, all right? I think I've even heard some kids today talking about that. So yeah, even with what's it called? Like online, when you have all these kids that kill themselves, all right? Like this is a very big what's it called, problem, where you're just never allowed to fight back, all right? Even as an adult as well, not even just in schools, but even as an adult, when people are bothering you, attacking you, all right? That's like even me, all right? Again with the whole stuff, but yeah, it's like that's taking too much time, but basically you get the point. Okay, you get the picture. Anytime someone fights back, they always harp more on the person that fought back rather than the person that started the problem. All right, and that's the wickedness, the evil of Esau and his kingdom. All right. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Sirach chapter 10 verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, and this is how things are, where you always have these freaking people that take after their rulers, the leaders, and it's always just okay. So someone did something to you, and you retaliated. Okay, well you're the one to get more punishment. Okay, because that's how Esau is in general with us. Okay, Esau enslaved us. They misused us and abused us. So they don't want to take responsibility, and that's the spirit. And even with the Edomites as well, because I think I heard what's it called, a bunch of stuff. Women getting abused. All right, they even with them, they don't get to fight back, or even men in general. When men are having their ass beat by their wives, all right, or their spouses, whatever, then they don't get to do anything. They don't get to say anything. They just have to take it. All right, and that's how this society is made. All right, so let's continue on. Psalm 73 verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And this is an exact example of that. You see, as you saw in the video, one they were able to go and also that was the thing, that they did it when kids were out. They they were just being straight up evil. And then when these jakes are just literally doing it because of all the visits from all the KKK and the flyers from the KKK members, and then now they're in the wrong for wanting to protect themselves. And again, the thing is, with that situation, while those Edomites were out there, the cops, they were just basically protecting them. Okay, they were letting them get away with doing stuff while also threatening anyone that told them off, or anyone that had something to say to the Edomites, all right, or anyone that pulled out a gun and whatnot. And the thing was that the cops, they were basically hypocrites to put standards for the people that were responding to them, rather than putting those same standards on those dudes with the neo-Nazis, whatever the frick it's called. All right, so yeah, that's how these devils operate, and it's just like it's not a surprise. Okay, we should be expecting stuff like this. All right, so as a result of that, this is what has happened. Now, do I condone this? Absolutely not. I don't condone this, but at the same time, like, I can understand it, and I can see why they would want to do it, especially when they have freaking KKK flyers popping up in their neighborhood, in their town. Okay, when this wasn't even an issue prior. All right, but now all these devils want to come and threaten people's lives and stuff like that. But it's okay apparently. The police chief didn't see anything wrong. Conveniently didn't see anything wrong. But it's only because and they're trying to do de-escalations, but it's escalated. This is a result of escalation. The fact that they need to get their guns and masks and stuff like that goes to show that this is an escalation. All right, so already goes to show that they are going to their idea of de-escalation is stopping Jake from fighting back, but letting their own people do whatever they want. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 14. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. So this is another thing. We just have to endure, be patient as we are in these trying times, especially with these unrighteous decrees. All right, and just trust that the Lord will take care of us and get us out of here soon. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judge of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And this is all this thing with you, all the crap that you hear with Jake wanting to say that Esau is not the so-called white man, and it's just like who is it? With all these wicked decrees, all these unfair laws and stuff like that, all this double standards and stuff like that, stuff plainly set up to benefit him and to screw us over. It's just like, how can you not acknowledge that he's the wicked? All right, now finally, Matthew chapter 24 verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is just basically the thing where there's going to be the race wars coming into place. And Yahawadah, we get that sooner rather than later, and the Lord is going to protect his elect all throughout. So with that, I pray this system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, of Bal and Shalom.